and keep the lights on. I just wanna, I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Yeah, hands up like black and white's con. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight song. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I just wanna, I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Hands up like black and white's con. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight song. First off, bow down, cause this feel like midnight club at D-Town. What's up? Double edition, new keys in the ignition. My hat tipping, Dontrell Willis with the feet kicking, knees cranking. You see what Pete cranking. I mean, listen, y'all be tripping. See, we lately been seeing y'all be grating. I mean, face it, y'all is cheap fragrance. They know me, the phonies. They copy, they jocking, but Groxy, he just the pretty boy finna end your title reign. Arturo Gotti, we in this thing with the whole posse in his fit. Just asking to just rob me in these kicks. Just asking to start rocking, but you ain't gotta ask. Just watch me. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I just wanna, I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Yeah, hands up like black and white's con. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight song. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I just wanna, I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Hands up like black and white's con. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight song.
Out the I don't need no glass. This is all me, so please don't ask. Ballin' on a budget, gotta make this last. Nick driving reckless, hoping we don't crash. Pull up mad deep with all my little bro just dropped your rent on denim. In the back with my feet up kicking. Belly out with my shirt that's linen. I'm just trying to vibe, yeah, we out here gigging. Two-stepping, just out here killing. Getting hot in here, plus done kicked in. I need to slow down for your boy gets kicked out. Still feeling myself, just socializing. But you better not ask me to start freestyling. Honestly, I don't like the nightlife, fool. Since I'm here, I guess I'll enjoy the lights like you.
See you sweat. See you sweat. See you sweat. See you sweat. Yeah. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I just wanna, I see you sweat. Just keep the lights on. Yeah. Hands up like black and white. See you sweat. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight. See you sweat. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I just wanna, I see you sweat. Just keep the yeah. Lights on. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I just wanna see you sweat. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I just wanna, I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Yeah, hands up like black and white's con. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight song. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I just wanna, I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Hands up like black and white's con. I just wanna see you sweat, see you sweat.
We come to you live from sunny Southern California. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams here at Staples Center, the house that Jerry built.
Jerry Buss or Jerry West?
One's a logo, but both Jay are legends. Won by the San Antonio Spurs. DeRozan, the pass taken away by the Lakers. Sets him up, flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron? Got a piece of him.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. San Antonio ball. DeJounte Murray to Rudy Gay. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Short jumper off the mark. Rudy Gay in a matchup with Boogie. LeBron into the front court. Down by 1. No good. Rudy Gay. 4-3. And the rebound comes to Kuzma. Danny Green to Davis. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark. Not that time. To DeRozan. From long range. And DeMar DeRozan, no one in his postal code, hits it for three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
LeBron against Murray. LeBron James. First couple didn't go. That one is true. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
LBJ with it. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
DeRozan. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Can't miss those.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. DeRozan with the basketball. Leads 4. To Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Okay, that time it was effective. But a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
James. Short jumper off the mark. DeMar DeRozan with the basketball. To Murray. Oh, he had him there for a second. Probing the defense. JaVale McGee tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
To Rudy Gay. 5 to shoot for San Antonio. Has a chance. Not done yet. LaMarcus Aldridge. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Oh, he had it. LeBron into the front court. 12 to 6, our score. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
LaMarcus Aldridge. That's now 4. He hasn't missed. DeJounte Murray pins it. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Spurs have the lead. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
James to Danny Green for 3. Not that time. He missed it.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some team. teammates involved with your passing.
Spurs will take the timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Time for some reinforcement. Greg Popovich will switch things up. Right now, San Antonio's possession.
Screen left, coming, screen left.
Swings it. Beyond the arc for three. Oh, who saw that coming?
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Jakob Poeltl swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Patty Mills.
Great.
Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Danny Green picked up by Derek White. Jakob Poeltl, huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Pick up.
Nice pass to set things up. Trying to cash in. Mills with a shot that won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was... Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. From the painted area, won't go down. It's Kuzma with the 2.
I don't know if a body on him would have prevented that bucket, but it at least would have let him know that you were there.
San Antonio with the basketball. To Patty Mills. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. Not today. Kuzma sizing up Bellinelli. Oh, whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
For the Los Angeles Lakers, number 7, JaVale McGee. And number 1.
LeBron guarded by Derek White. To Caldwell Pope. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw good as he finishes off the 3-point play. They're back within a bucket. Spurs have it. Nice finish at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Across the timeline comes James. Down 4.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. To DeRozan.
Right.
To Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. Can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Murray with it. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Rudy Gay. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Jay, I don't know if you call that the shooter's touch, but they will take it.
Well, essentially, the touch did help the ball go in, Ed. I don't know. I might have to agree to disagree on that one.
James up against DeRozan. To Caldwell Pope. Here comes the screen. James to Danny Green. Had a chance, but it's no good. DeJounte Murray to Aldridge. Working the outside. Has a chance. Green with a shot that won't go down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. That'll do it for the first half. The Spurs have the lead. Set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. It's James controlling the offense.
Big kick right there.
Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
DeJounte Murray to DeRozan.
Turn on your left. Turn on your left, man.
Defensive 3-second violation for the Lakers. For San Antonio.
And he knocks it down at the line. DeMar DeRozan. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
LeBron against Murray. Trying to cash in. Yes. When this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
James matched up with DeJounte Murray. To Kyle Kuzma. Rebound comes to Aldridge. To Rudy Gay. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
James. And he knocks it down, Jay. Spurs in possession. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Slam dunk.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Davis. Here comes the screen. Anthony Davis, defended by the UConn product. To Danny Green. LaMarcus Aldridge sends it away. And that one out of bounds off his spur. Changes coming from both sides right now. Caldwell Pope. Has a look. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Murray with the basketball. The lead is 12. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Danny Green. To Caldwell Pope. Lets it fly from long range. Nobody even close. Count the basket for Caldwell Pope.
That pass speaks for itself. There's nothing more to say about that one. Wow.
Now a whistle. San Antonio is going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
The opportunity to attend a post-game press conference. Visit the website for your chance to win.
He knows what he wants. New personnel's coming on.
Screen come.
Fires the three. And the Lakers clear. Danny Green to James. Over to the right side. The rebound taken by San Antonio. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Gets it in the left corner. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short. James into the front court. His guys down by 9. To Danny Green. Cousins. To James. Cousins. They'll get it down to Davis. Caldwell Pope. Not getting the bounce. The follow won't go either. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Patty Mills. Won't go. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. Cousins to Davis. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Here comes the screen. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
And number 10, Jared Dudley.
Jumper's good.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ballgame is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
That ends the third quarter. The Spurs have the lead. It's the Spurs with the basketball. As we begin the fourth quarter, they have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
DeMarcus Cousins rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Kuzma, deep left corner. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, no good. DeRozan with it. His team up by 7. DeMar DeRozan. He's now 5 for 6.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
LeBron James trying to cash in on a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Spurs will take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
Well, you need execution in a chess match. And the best execution, I just saw the star player talk to one of the young fellas. You take those young fellas over to the side. You coach them through some of these big-time moments that happen in the fourth quarter. That's how you get your team ready for the playoffs and hopefully a chance to win a championship.
Pop going to pull the string. New personnel coming on. Patty Mills. From long range. And the rebound taken in by Davis. Danny Green, guarded by Bellinelli. To Davis. For 3. White the rebound. To Patty Mills. Beyond the arc for 3. Rebound hauled in by Cousins. To Davis. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Gets it in the right corner. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's good.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Mills in possession. Leads 4. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance. Can't connect. Shot was forced.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Danny Green to Davis. Can't connect from inside. Mills in possession. They lead it. 4-point game.
Hey, you gotta take that one. Ice. Left. It's cool. I got him.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. Kuzma picked up by Mills. It goes down. He improvises and scores.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Now whistle. San Antonio's going to use a timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with one remaining the rest of the way.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. DeRozan to Aldridge. Turns and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. It's good and one.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
DeRozan with the basketball. Lead is 2. Patty Mills to Aldridge. Around the perimeter. Lets it fly from long range. Rebound Cousins. To Danny Green. Short jumper off the mark. Second effort, and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
DeRozan with the basketball. Curling inside. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Cousins to James. Trying to cash in. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
Los Angeles, number 3, Anthony Davis. And number 1, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Rudy Gay slams it down.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
LBJ. To Caldwell-Pope. Now a pass stolen by the Spurs. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
This is not the time to have a mental lapse.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Oh, bad pass taken away by the Spurs. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer, it's the Spurs who are victorious as they win this one by 4. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA.
Maxo, bust down, Maxo, bust down, seal up, break it down, weigh it up, bust down, open up, seal, look, then up, this a buzz down, got it in the old name, the buzz, we don't even hear, we just buzz down, got my on the roof, don't make them buzz down, it's a buzz down, run through the grass like a touchdown, play, but you know buzz down, try to take my chain, I'ma bust down, seal up, bust down, break it down, bust down, weigh it up, 30, down, 50, 100, seal, I'm down, stay 10 toes, I'm down, 10 toes, Jenny Craig with them, diamond dance like Chris Brown, look at my water, don't drown, neck whip like baptized, church, MJ with the 4-5, fade away, no buns, hey, what? Never like a mummy, fade to a dummy, got a lot of young dummies, go roll rap with the tummy, by the apart, I move the in abundance, buzz on the I split the like circumference, then up, this a buzz down, got it in the old the buzz, we don't even hear, we just buzz down, got my on the roof, don't make them buzz down, this a buzz down, run through the grass like a touchdown, play with no buzz down, try to take my chain, I'ma buzz down,